Now, it's quite easy for us to say from 1965 Sound of Music. Actually, it will be from 1959 from Rodgers and Hammerstein musical, The Sound of Music, right? You are welcome to the show that talks about movies, series, animations, documentaries, and of course, start you off on the right note with the great soundtracks from those movies. Welcome to Film Focus on Smooth 98.1. Hammerstein. What's that? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, I'm in a very good mood. Love music, love life, and certainly love being here with you every Friday from 11 till 12 o'clock to tell you what's happening on the big screen, the small screen, and every other screen that allows you to watch something. And this is where we talk about movie series, animations, documentaries. We give you the updates, what's happening in the movie industry, especially as it is December and it is the end of the year. So we're catching you up to speed or bringing you up to speed on what's happening, who's getting awarded and why, who made how much from what movie, what are Nigerians or what are people streaming on the big streaming platforms. All of these and more, you're certain to get from now till 12 o'clock. And I never walk alone. So it's a pleasure to always have my analyst join me. But before I bring him on, my name is Oluwaseun. And you can be a part of this conversation because you are the real MVP. You're the biggest guests that we have here. So the WhatsApp line for you to be a part of the conversation, to send your messages into, or maybe to let us know what you think about what we're discussing, especially your movie recommendations or your agreement and disagreement with whatever we'll be discussing, is 0911 999 0981. Again, 0911 999 0981. Now you can decide to call 07022555981. And we're live on YouTube at Smooth 98one FM Lagos. At Smooth 98one FM Lagos. So joining me as always on a Friday is the ever dependable, ever always been there. That's me losing the words now to describe how it just shows up irrespective of his tight schedule and bringing on whatever he thinks. He's not mincing the words at all. The entertainment stakeholder, the movie buff, as well as the analyst, the one and only Irabor Okosun. Good morning.
Good morning, Sean. How's everything? I'm loving your look today. I don't know whether it's mixed with Hausa Bride slash Aliyah in the 90s. I don't know, but it's working, Sha. It's working. I'm feeling it. Good morning,
Well,
Lagos. How on that day? What up?
yeah, welcome, welcome. Well, to see my turban, you can go to YouTube at Smooth 981 FM Lagos, at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. All right, so Rabble, welcome back. How have you been? What have you been up to in the last 1 week?
I have been good. Nothing much. Relaxing, getting into the Christmas groove, kind of assessing all the things I've done this year, looking forward to next year. Went to the cinema, saw about 2 movies,
Mm,
family, spend time with family, just, generally just enjoy myself, Sha, as best as I can.
okay. What about the food? You always talk about the food.
Oh, yeah, I even threw down this morning. Oh my God, I had carrots, cucumber, Brussels sprouts, uh,
Brussels sprouts.
lettuce, cabbage, tomato, mushroom, chicken, plantain, just keeping it light. You understand? Yeah. So food, yeah, just making sure that I'm not overeating. Yesterday was amala and a lot of meat and begiri, we do stew and
Hmm.
pomo and shaki. So, but we're still squeezing in our push-ups here and there. Oh. We're making sure that water is involved, watermelon is involved, Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just, try and recuperate, enjoy life small, get fat a little bit, then you drop it in January.
Mm. I like how you blend the white and the black, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
On WhatsApp, Oluwaseun says, Ha, Irabor shofe para eni. Do you know what that means?
You want to kill yourself?
Exactly. With all that you're eating.
It's good food, vegetable fiber.
Mm, I believe you. All right. So this is the part where we take our first breather. And when we come back, we'll not just be telling you what is being watched at the cinema, but we're also going to be telling you what Nigerians are streaming on the big streaming platforms. So do stay with us right here on Film Focus on Smooth 98.1.
My name is Gloria as you're young, and you're tuned to Smooth 98.1. Stay tuned. I don't finally save 70,000 from you.
I don't know how you guys enjoy mushrooms. I hate them. Okay, hate is a strong word. I don't like them.
And now they use smart cash, buy data, airtime, and pay bills. Now, with the smart saver, you go get 15% interest on any amount you save.
Irabor,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Think about it. Try and listen to it when you said it the other time.
Oh,
Seriously.
dude.
Say it again.
Let's
No.
take a critical look at the state.
Gosh, Irabor.
Answer the other question now.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm just like, what? It be popping. Like
Irabor, we're on YouTube.
Helping you discover facts about
nobody knows what I'm talking about.
for access to well-being through
Ah.
relevant information.
Nobody knows what I'm talking about. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. That's whoever
See, I'm
did
still
it.
trying to recover from the other one.
Did you do it yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, please be doing like this. This is
Coming
stunning.
back on. We are coming back on.
Watch saying it oh.
Love music and love life. You are listening to Film Focus on Smooth 98.1. And wow, you really have to be on YouTube for you to have the slightest inkling about what's going on. It's always a whole dimension, different dimension on YouTube. By the way, you can join YouTube for some behind the scenes, not the movie, but the gist on Smooth 981 FM Lagos. That is the handle that you're searching for on YouTube at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. All right, so this is a part where we tell you what Nigerians are streaming on the popular streaming platform before we intimate you with maybe the box office numbers, and we tell you what is coming recently. But you know what? I think I'm going to spin it a little bit differently. And I came across, was it Nairametrics? I believe so. They decided to do a list of the top 10 highest grossing movies in Nigerian box office for 2025. Are you ready for that list?
Oh, yeah. I already know the list, but I'm ready. Go ahead.
Oh, you've gone through. That's true. All right. So coming in at
I know the list.
Okay. All right then. What's number one?
Number one is Sinners now.
Do you think it's weird that we have a Hollywood movie being number one, Nigerian box office, or do you think it's number?
No, it's not weird. I actually like the fact that we have out of 10, we have 5 Nollywood movies. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, out of 10, we have 5 Nollywood movies, and after Sinners, you have Ginger. You know, then you also have Superman, Fantastic Four. Then you have Ori the Rebirth. Then you have Captain America. Then you have Mission Impossible. Then you have Real Love, and you have Yellow Day. Then you also have Labake Olododo. So if you break it down, you look at it, you see Labake, Yellow Day, Ori the Rebirth. You know, you see those 3 movies are of Yoruba origin. Then you have a romantic movie. Then you also have, I would say, a comedy movie, you know, an all-around type film that has, you see that the Yoruba people are banding together and making sure that their box office numbers are being maximized with their collaborations and all that. So I see that 5 of them are Nollywood and 5 of them are Hollywood, which shows that our stories
Okay.
can compete confidently with Hollywood productions in terms of, the box office numbers. So I'm not really against what I'm seeing. A lot of people may challenge and be like, why don't we have more Hollywood movies? If you look at it, these Hollywood movies they have history. A lot of Nigerians look forward to these movies. Nollywood itself coming to cinema is just relatively new. I'll say a good 10 years. It's a good feat for me, in my own opinion, seeing 775 million for
Mm.
Sinners. Then for Ginger, you have over 500, so that's also good. Yeah, so again, I wish that better films like The Herd and all those other films, something about the Briggs, made more money, and we could now have a great list of Nollywood movies that grossed a lot, then also have that great list be great movies.
Mm.
So if you see the analysis, it's acknowledging the fact that we have 5 Nollywood movies, but if we're really going to look at it, out of those 5 Nollywood movies, if you're talking about how good a film is, I don't know who I'm going to pick. I don't think I would pick anyone. Maybe, I don't know. You understand? But it's not me knocking the fact that those movies gross that amount, if you get what I mean. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so for the sake of someone who has no idea of that list, let's run through the list, what's there, as well as the numbers that it got in. So coming in at number 10 is Labake Olododo, and that grossed 256.2 million naira. Now we got to number 9, it's Iyalode, or why did I want to say Oris? Like Irabor said. And that got 306.36 million naira. And number 8 is, where are you now? Number 8 is Real
Real
Love.
love.
That's Timoni Egbusin's Real Love. And that got 356.82 million naira. And coming in at number 7 is Mission Impossible, The Final Reckoning. That got 372.7 million naira. Now we go to number 6, and that would be Captain America, Brave New World, 418.6 million naira. That's what we got for that one. And number 5 is Ori the Rebirth, 419.57 million naira. Now we go to number 4, which is a play on words, the Fantastic Four, First Steps. That is 468.6 million naira. And number 3 is Superman, grossed 478.9 million naira. Number 2, Ginger, 509.3 million naira. And number 1, a good gap, 775.8 million naira. And that is Sinners. Now, Irabor, looking at what we have for this December, the lineup from Iniedo's Wild Christmas to Over Sabianti from Tony Abraham to Behind the Scenes by Funke Akindele, what do you think that we're going to close with in terms of the entire box office numbers for 2025?
Let's also not forget Colors of Fire by Nia Kimolayo.
Yes, please.
There's some other movies too that are coming from Nollywood and Hollywood, that would still get to the cinema. The cinema is going to be packed this December. I mean, from this week, next week, and entering the new year. I feel this
Mhm.
list may be altered. This top 10 may be altered since we are having behind the scenes coming out today. So I want to believe that between now and the end of this month, Funke should have grossed 500 million, in my own opinion, because I'm thinking this film, based on the trajectory from the previous films, Tribe Called Judah, Battle on Booker Street, and the rest. I'm believing that Everybody Loves Jennifer and all those films would lead this film to at least a billion. So let's now take it that Funke probably will be averaging a billion naira, $1 billion hopefully, a billion naira, eventually or consistently, whenever she drops a movie during this period particularly. Now, it begs the question, can Tony Abraham, who made 500 million last year, or this year, in January, match or get to a billion as well? I want to believe that should be a focus of hers. That has to be, because if you've gotten 500, the next thing to do is to get to a billion, because once Funke cracked that 1 billion, she wanted to get to 2 billion. So let's see, what can happen. Then Colors of Fire too. Can it also compete? It's coming out on Christmas Day. So would they be okay? I mean, would they be okay with the competition, and can they, maximize the key date in Nollywood that grosses or has the most admissions, or the key date, which is Boxing Day in the whole of Nollywood, the calendar of Nollywood? Boxing Day is the biggest day because it's literally just after Christmas and you have everybody around wants you to just go out and have fun. So what's going to be the market share? We don't know. But I'm happy that we're having Funke, Tony, we're also having Nii. It would have been nice, back then it was Mo Abudu that owned Christmas, so it would be nice to now see maybe Mo Abudu or somebody else come and let's have like 5 people fight for that particular period. But now, should we be allowing people fight for a particular period or spread them around the year so that we know that just like with comedy, we know during Easter, AY has Easter, Alibaba has New Year, so and so would have this year, so who should handle January, February, March? Who should handle April, May, June? Who should handle July, August, September? Who should handle October? Then who should be in November, then December? So maybe we need to now explore, or these guys need to educate these producers, and they should now create films that fit those periods. In fact, the audience needs to even also share what they like during certain periods. Like Real Love now, they made their money from that Valentine period. Yeah. Something about the Briggs. I feel something about the Briggs should have been released during a time when there is a gap in Nollywood where you don't really have too many films. So those gaps should be filled with great films, just like with The Herd, what it did. It's a great film. It was filled, during a time when we didn't have too many films. So those things, those nuances are the things that stakeholders and producers need to even study on their own. Distributors don't necessarily need to tell you, because if you're a producer, I'm sure you should be monitoring the cinema. You should be seeing what is showing. You should be tracking the box office numbers. You should have done something like this, for the past 5 years and see which movies are making, waves during certain periods. So you have to study the industry to understand it. And I'm sure that these distributors tell them, but they may not want to listen or understand. So again, I believe that Funke can make 500. Any of these movies can easily make 500 within 2-3 weeks because of the way things have been going. But let's see how it goes. This list may be altered, but regardless, it's still a good feat for these guys, to have achieved this, being 5 Nollywood movies out of 10. Come on, no, it's not easy. We give them kudos. But my own is I just want the movies to be better movies. That's my own.
With such brilliant analysis, I would have said take your flowers, but I realized you like to eat them instead. So take your Brussels sprouts and your lettuce and all of the nice things that you like to eat.
Thank you
all the
so
grasses
much.
that you like to eat.
I'll still be sprinkling some Greek yogurt and olive oil on it. Don't worry. Thank you so much.
Because really, it is a very sound one that, of course, nobody's going to push it. You have to choose the one. We all know now that December, she is a box office queen. That is Funke Akindele. So everybody should just pick the month that works for them. I mean, there is nothing wrong with having an Independence Day movie maker. We know that, okay, when it's time for independence, we have to have someone who releases a movie and talks about the history, talks about what happened and things like that. For October, rather. Did I mention October? So things like that. We could have maybe 1 or 2. That would be really great. So please, if you're listening, this is a brilliant idea that you can pick on and capitalize. It might start out slowly, but surely you get your crown.
I have a question for you. I don't know if you finished The Herd, but this is the question. Let's say The Herd was released. Let's say it was released in this December window. Let's say maybe next week. How much do you think it would make? Just based on the quality of the film.
Now, I might not be fully examining all the angles. I might be a little short-sighted, but I don't think it would make so much. Because this is my thought.
Compared to the time it was released?
Yes. This is my thought. The Herd mirrors, it talks about something really important. I feel like it would probably have made more if it was released during Independence, October, because I feel that's a reflective time for Nigerians. And looking at the state of the nation, that's when we identify issues that needs to be dealt with for us to truly celebrate independence. But for December, I think people just want something feel good, something that doesn't really get them thinking or brooding over issues. They just, I mean, IJGBs want to come back here and have a feel of the motherland, or at least their idea of it. Dirty December. So the herd might not have gotten, I don't want to go to the cinema and come out crying or thinking. I want to go to the cinema and take my mind and brain cells of the reality. So maybe it would have, and again, that's one thing that you cannot fully ascertain with the taste buds of Nigerians. You can just be shocked that some people would want something different from the regular. So that leaves me in a little bit of conundrum, but I think it might not have made as much. But streaming platform,
feel that the audience dictates what is supposed to be released based on the season?
Yeah, to a large extent, yes. Yes. I think that filmmakers are still experimenting with
what of just the sheer...
Go on, please.
Yeah. What of the sheer availability of people just wanting to go to cinema to watch something? Then the hope that because the film is a great film, it will now spark word of mouth that would now make people to want to go and watch the film. As well as once people have even watched the Funke film, the Toyin film, or the whoever film, they now would, okay, let's even watch this film. Because word of mouth and us helping push the film, helped the film go far. And the fact it was now a great film also helped it during that time. It was supposed to, they released it in October, which wasn't still Independence Day, like you mentioned. But, it still did almost 200 million.
Yeah, that was why I said that you also cannot predict. That was why I said that you can't tell. Some people might just want something different because of the availability, like you pointed out. So they might go to the cinema, I want to watch something, we want to watch something, and they stumble on that and they begin to tell each other. So that works.
So final answer, it would have made less than what it made if it was released this December?
I think so. Yeah.
I think it would have gotten to a comfortable 200.
It would have, certainly. And remember, this is also me factoring in the fact that it was rushed to the streaming platform. It didn't stay long at the cinemas at all. So maybe if it had started at the beginning, certainly not around 16 or 12 like today, if it was released at the beginning.
I think I need to put out a PSA, and I'll probably post this on social media. Ted Sarandos and all the people at Netflix that control the amount of content that should be, acquired from Nollywood. I think they need to hire certain people that understand Nollywood films, because there are certain films that are not on that platform that need to be. Basket Mouth's Ghetto Love Story needs to be there. We also need Something About the Briggs. It also needs to be there. Those two films need to be on the Red app, Netflix. Like, they need to. I don't know what is going on. I really don't understand. If they can put The Herd, those other two films need to be there. I don't know why. I don't understand what it is. So whoever is listening that is there, I'll probably post it on social media with my limited followers, but they need to acquire those films. I don't know what's going on. They need to acquire those films.
I agree with you. And I like that you repeatedly said that you don't know what's going on, because I want to believe that there is much going on behind the scenes. For instance, I was thinking at what point that we're going to have Ajoshepo either on the Red app or on the Blue app, but Ajoshepo is on Kava, I believe.
Ajoshepo is on. Thank you. That's another movie I was trying to remember. Ajoshepo too as well. Why is it not there?
So that's it. Now, again, we're not certain of what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe some terms were not agreeable, or the ones got to them first and they demanded exclusivity, or I don't know. I think there's also one on Ebony Life On. There's this one with Timini, I think. Is it Ajoshepo?
It's Ajoshepo.
Is it? Yeah. So I don't know what's going on. It would be great to have a little bit of information, but I think some of those ones really need to make it to either the Red app or the Blue app, or maybe there's some sort of politics that we're not aware of as well.
Maybe I don't understand it, but because the reason I'm saying so is we're talking about great films. So I don't know why anybody would not be interested if maybe I don't know. So it's just I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know.
So many things we don't know. On WhatsApp, by the way, you can join us on WhatsApp and let us know what you think of all that we have discussed so far. WhatsApp line is 0911 0911-999-0981. Again, 0911-999-0981. Arthur says, good morning, Seun. Irabor cannot make a sentence without mentioning the head. That movie do Armstrong thing. Maybe Irabor is now part of the herd. Okay, let's go on now and tell you what Nigerians are watching on the popular streaming platforms. And you let us know if you have watched any of the above, or if you think one or two or three or all of them do not deserve to be in the top 10. So we'll tell you the top 10 TV shows as well as the top 10 movies. And starting with the top 10 movies on the Red app. One is Karate Kid Legends. I did say I might see this when we were built up to weeks then. Maybe. And number 2 is Love Plus Wine. Number 3 is The Herd. Number 4 is Troll 2. Number 5 is Hannah. Number 6 is My Secret Santa. Number 7 is The Girlfriend. Number 8 is Troll, while number 9 is G.I. Joe Retaliation. And number 10 is Snake Eyes. Number 1 on the top 10 TV shows in Nigeria today, Man vs. Baby. That's number 1. Number 2, Sean Combs' The Reckoning. Did you watch that, Irabor?
No, I haven't seen that one yet, no.
Okay. Would you be watching it?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely.
All right. Number 3 is The Price of Confession. Number 4 is Record of Ragnarok. Number 5 is Stranger Things. Number 6 is Dynamite Kiss. Number 7 is The Rats, A Witcher Tale, while number 8 is The Abandoned. Number 9 is Last Samurai Standing, and number 10 is Blood Coast. Before I go to the Blue app, guess the movie I decided to watch during the week. Just take a random guess. It's not recent. It's not Nollywood.
It's not recent, not Nollywood. Nightcrawler.
No.
What?
Think as far back as you can.
3 Idiots.
No. Let me help you. The Godfather.
Oh,
I decided to go back to it.
Yeah. Finally. What do you think?
No, I have watched it before.
Okay.
Yeah, I just decided to go back to it because I was looking for something mafia-ish. So, all right. So let's go to the Blue app now. Number 1 is Color Me True. Number 2 is The Killer. Number 3 is She Rides Shotgun. Number 4 is The Mighty Name. Number 5 is The Nowhere Man. Number 6 is Project Assault. Number 7 is Shadow Force. Number 8 is Play Date. Number 9 is Fallout. And number 10, Oh What Fun. Many of the movies here are strange to me. Which one have you seen, Irabor?
None of them.
I'm not surprised. All right, let's get to the updates and tell you what's happening in the movie industry. And we start with this one. OmoniOboliTV crowned YouTube's top creator channel in Nigeria for 2025. Are you surprised or you expected it?
No, I'm not surprised. I expected it for sure.
Certainly.
Why? Well deserved. I mean, had one great movie, had the follow-up to the movie, had other movies as well. So it wasn't just those 2 movies that she relied on. She had other movies, because once you go and check out a great film on a platform, you check the platform if it has other films. So they rub off that success. So, which was great strategy by her. So she had like 3 or 4 other films, and she's still going to keep releasing films. She, won the award, and I know she's going to milk it for part 4, part 5, part 6. They're going to show these kids going from secondary school, primary school to university. I know they're going to even show them become grandparents. No, it's an IP that you should hold on to, milk it as you want. In fact, I can even take it to the apps, no problem. Like, hold on to it, because everybody dreams of having, just like radio, you wish you have a hit show. You wish you have a hit this. You just wish, your voiceover is used by a telecoms company or something. Like, you just, you always wish you had that. So she should milk it and keep making other films. That's my own. Don't neglect cinema as well. Don't, just be doing it across board. Just like what Funke was doing 2-3 years ago, where she was releasing films on platforms. She was also featuring in other people's films that were coming to cinema. She was also releasing her film in cinema. She was also doing TV series. So, spread it around and all that. So, Omoni, like we've had her on the show, the kind of person she is. She's a business person. She's going to keep going. She's going to keep doing what she needs to do. So kudos to her. I just love the fact that Maurice Sam also, has his own TV. He's also, in the top 10. Ruth Kadri, the pioneers of this YouTube, she's also still in the top 10. So everybody should wake up and explore that platform, but also still try to make sure that other platforms like cinema, TV, and streaming are also not neglected, as well as see, we just need our economy to just be good so that all these guys can really, be motivated more and more and more and more. So I'm happy for her. She deserves it. She has found a niche that she can keep capitalizing on. So kudos to Omoni.
I have so many questions in my mind. By the way, I found it interesting when you mentioned that she had more than Love in Every Word and three other four films. Did you know she actually released about 30 plus movies this year?
So that's the thing now. So it's her work. She's supposed to do that. She has a system in place and she just makes it. She understands the budget that is required and she just executes. Simple.
So that's where the questions come in. 30 plus, if the reports are anything to go by, that's a lot. And it's starting to make me a little bit worried about the quality. Now,
yes,
I watched one of her recent, I think she just released it last week or so, A Bride for the Season. And many of the movies on YouTube, it feels like it's the same genre. And that's the worry, that's the concern. Go on.
So because she knows what works, like you mentioned, cinema, this kind of period, people don't want to bug their head with something too serious. They just want to watch something lovey-dovey, like K-drama, just enjoy things so easygoing. We're not the audience. Sean, stop doing your face like that. You're not the audience. You're not going to spend time sitting down on YouTube or with YouTube and trying to get all the films that she has released in your brain. You're not the audience. I know the audience very much. Like once I go around Lagos, whenever I see people holding their phone, I'm asking, what are you doing? Are you playing games? Are you watching movie? Like I always ask questions, and most of them are on YouTube. Most of them are on YouTube. The cleaners in offices, when they have their small break, they're eating their food, they have their YouTube there, they are watching because they are doing all of these telecoms. They have one data pack that they do. So those ones buy those data. Like I ask them these questions to understand what works for them. And they don't use serious Android phones. They are okay with those mid-range phones and they'll just use it. Yeah, I'm telling you, like it works for them. Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like they don't. What are you doing?
That's a shade. That's
it's
a
not
shade.
a shade. No, I use a mid-range phone. It's not shade. I'm trying to tell you that people can watch these things. You don't have to have the highest phone. That's what I'm trying to say. Like phones today can accommodate the viewing pleasures of people in any, category. That's my point. So those people who release films on YouTube have those people as their audience. Even people like us too also spend time watching YouTube films. So people just want to watch something quick and easy without subscribing to anything. It's just data, period. Okay. That's what I'm trying to say. No, there's no emotion you need. No. I'm not dissing anybody.
All right, kudos. No, actually, it's pronounced as kudos. Kudos to OmoniOboli and everyone.
See, it's like when you say vice versa, it's vice versa. Like we know,
yes.
Nigerianness no go allow us. So, if I want to start speaking English.
So, a huge kudos to OmoniOboliTV and every other person who's trying to make what works for them work and making things, producing it based on what is available to them. And we hope in the nearest future that we will be talking more about quality and not just quantity. And again, well done to all of them. So in terms of the top 10 for the YouTube creators list. Number 1, of course, is OmoniOboliTV. Number 2 is Itele, the Icon Studio. Number 3 is Uchenna Mbonabo TV. Number 4 is Sarah Movies. Number 5 is Maurice Sam. Number 6, Ruth Kadiri. Number 7, Akpata TV. Number 8, Uche Montana TV. Number 9, Sonia Uche TV. And number 10, Brain Jota All right. And still speaking about OmoniOboli, this one got quite, I don't know what to even make of it. I'm not going to chip in anything at all, but Bam Bam bags 3 wins at the Bestie Choice Awards 2025. I'll give the sides of the divide and I'll take Irabor's thought on it. You can also join us with your thought. So some said, what in God's green earth is the Bestie Choice Awards by OmoniOboli? What kind of award is that? It's so, I'm not going to use the word I saw somebody use. And another person says, if your company can have an end of the year awards, why can't she have Bestie Choice Awards? So, Irabor, over to you. Irabor.
See, and there are sometimes when you just you call me like my mom. Now what? There are sometimes you just hear some people's issues with certain things, and you're just wondering where it comes from. If anybody wants to do an award or do whatever, let them do it. You know, so far they organize it well, and the person is deserving of whatever it is they are giving them. It's fine. Doesn't really matter. I don't have any issue there.
All right. Okay, we'll take a breather, and when we come back, we will cross over to, oh, no. Before we cross over, the recently concluded Actors Guild of Nigeria election. Some said it was fair, others said it was not. We'll take your thought on it, and then we'll cross over to Hollywood and tell you what's happening with the bid, the acquisition of Warner Bros., and how it has gotten heated. Initially, we thought, okay, Netflix is acquiring it. All of a sudden, pow! Paramount comes out and says, not on our watch. So we'll tell you more about that.
We no go gree, oh, we no go gree.
Right after this. Oh, Lordy Lord.
It's fun time. When it's fun time, it's kids' time. Because kids think the time is things.
Because it's not magic.
Like inventing the future time machine or flying to the moon with just a cape on.
So I can discover new lands.
The Smooth 98.1 Studios presents Curious Minds as we explore the wonder world of today's kids.
I want to be an astronaut, singer, fortune teller, and entrepreneur.
Hear what they hear, see what they see, and know what they know.
Something or jingle.
Curious Minds. This Saturday from 8:40 a.m.
You're listening to Nigeria's #1 station, Smooth 98.1. Love music, love life.
Okay, we're back. Love music and love life, love movies, love the gist and behind the scenes talk. You are listening to Film Focus on Smooth 98.1. It's now 42 minutes past 11 o'clock on this 12th of December 2025. My name is Oluwaseun Olusegun. You can be a part of this conversation in 2 ways, or maybe 3. One, WhatsApp line is 0911 999 0981. Again, 0911 999 0981. You can also join us on YouTube at Smooth 981 FM Lagos, at Smooth 981 FM Lagos. And you can call 0700 2255 981. Again, 0700 2255 981. I see you. I saw on point. It's on point. Forgive me, but thank you for being there. All right, so let's quickly touch on the Actors Guild of Nigeria Awards. First of all, we have a new vice president, and that will be Dayo Amusa, and some other people who have been elected as well. But somebody comes in and says, no, that somebody was robbed, and the person that was robbed is Regina Daniel's mom. That is Rita Daniel. So Stanley, Ajemba Stanley, known as Stanley on Top, said that it was hijacked, that the election was hijacked, and that somebody else got the position of the secretary as opposed to Honorable Rita Daniel's candidacy. In his words, and I quote, "I acknowledge other winners, but the presidential election outcome is questionable. It is regrettable that some delegates prioritize personal gain over association integrity. Regina's mom would have won Yakubu hands down, but powers in Abuja hijacked it. It is well. Shame on Una. Rabo, what do you think?
We don't even need somebody like that running an association. I beg. It's good that she's not part of it.
Wow. Why do you say that?
She, from what we can see, she doesn't have judgment of character and she doesn't understand, um, you know, realities of life. I don't think such a person should be holding that kind of office. There's too much bias. There's too much lack of focus. There's too much immaturity and so on and so forth. We don't need all that right now. We need people who are competent, people who are worthy of the office, people who know their onions with regards to the industry that they represent. So I'm not even at all.
Okay. All right, then. You were gone for a bit, but we got your point. Now, let's quickly move on to something before we cross over to Hollywood now. Antio Studios, they said that they're going to hold a live action theater show in Lagos. It's the 16-day event titled The Forest of Talking Drums. And they said it's going to be Nigeria's first immersive theater experience. So you're asking, what is the big deal with this? I'll tell you. Ahead of The Colors of Fire's debut, so the filmmaker Ninya Komolayo is set to hold a 16-day theater show, which is called The Forest of Talking Drums, like I just told you. And you are going to be a part of whatever is happening at the theater, meaning you are going to not only watch, but maybe you're going to drum. They said that you are going to join the actors in beating the drums and waving torches and interacting with the living forest set that is designed to elevate the experience. What do you think of this?
Yeah, we need innovative things, for the movie industry. Femi Adebayo is also going to be doing something community-wise with one of the films of this series is supposed to release. I don't know how the logistics of that will be. This one now is for 16 days, except it's a fixed location, unlike Femi Adebayo's own, which is wherever you want to watch it, we will take the film to you. I don't get the logistics of that. So again, it's a good initiative. It's a good thought process. How do you execute it in this traffic-stricken Lagos in this December that we don't even know how predictable it can be? So let's see how it goes. We'll definitely be monitoring it. See the financials at the end of the day, see if it's something that was for publicity or it's for money or it's for just whatever it is. We don't know yet. So let's see. The fact that he's doing this along with the film that he's releasing on Christmas. So I'm sure the guy is not even having any sleep whatsoever. So we send him strength. Let's see how this thing turns out eventually.
All right. I'll quickly take this message from Bobby from Kano, who says, YouTube, Nollywood is same. Okay, hold on. Let me pull that up. This new update on WhatsApp desktop is just terrible. I don't know who told them to change it. YouTube Nollywood is same niche, same genre, same cast of actors. They even use the same exact houses, locations, and prop. Nothing extra. Someone once told me that they get the highest percentage of views courtesy of night duty workers across various sectors of Nigeria, e.g. nurses in hospitals and the likes. And I agree, it's hard to see it any other way. Okay, let's have Irabor's thought on what he thinks about the new, what's going on, the back and forth with Netflix acquisition or proposed acquisition of Warner Bros. And Paramount throwing in their own hats in the ring. And now Disney CEO Bob Iger saying that this is not healthy at all. So, terrible.
They are one to talk with all the acquisitions that they've made over the years, with all the legal issues that they've made, with all the programming of, different demographics with their own content. They are one to talk. If you have the money to acquire it and the person is willing to give you during the acquisition, of course, you acquire it. And if they are not upholding best practices, then we should have certain institutions that should already be in place to correct and curb certain, activities that are not of best practices. So yes, monopoly, look at what's going on with Dangote and everything. Monopoly, yes, would not breed competition, but I feel that should even now spur all the other people who have content. So if it's a power play, let them keep playing their power play like Ukraine and America and Russia until one person decides to press the button. Then we would see what will happen. If you're going to want to put your institution out for sale, then I think you have every right to do it. If people want to fight it, let them fight it legally. Let them fight it legally. I'm saying it again. Let nobody, try to meddle into anything in any very uncomfortable situation. I don't see any problem with it as long as you're doing great content, as long as you're making sure that things are going according to plan. Would it affect cinema? Probably. But then again, cinema too should also fight. Let's not always be fight legally and make sure that we can uphold our own. That's where I see it too. Because who carries first all the time in class? You should not now be vexing for the person. You self go and read and carry first. That's how I see it.
There are many angles to look at it from, but one of the things that worries a lot of people is the possible increase in cost, and that is going to affect the end user. So what do you think about that one? Where has it gone again? Irabor, are you still there? You're muted in case you can hear me.
What did you say? What did you say?
I said one of the worries, one of the concerns is how this might increase the cost. I mean, subscription fees and the likes. Are you in or you're eating some Brussels sprouts?
If people want to increase their subscription fee following acquisition, then, I mean, they have the tendency of losing those people that are their audiences. Because if you're having a certain amount that you earmark for your subscription and somebody is increasing it because they now have more filmography from their acquisition, then you lose your audience because they can decide to port. Because the audience has the power, no matter how you want to see it. They can choose not to want to watch it and move on to YouTube, for example, or whatever it is. Because it's not even as if these films that are blockbuster films, these big films are even that interesting, Seth. Do you understand my point? So
actually, in recent times,
I always like to see how things unfold. I'm not really going to be judgmental about it, but my own is.
Your own is what? You're gone again, oh. Well, till you come back to us, let's quickly take this message from Tayo, who says, Monopoly owners have seized his network. Don't stop their businesses for them, but be wary of DSTV as a case study. No rest for the hardworking. I also send my strength. RIP to the voice of Marge Simpson. Yeah, it's quite sad. Please, I need clarity on this OmoniOboliTV word. Fight it legally. Irabor 2025. What clarity do you need, Tayo? Why do I feel like there is a little bit of mischief underneath that question? But what clarity do you need? It's simply an award that she gave. It's called the Bestest Choice Award, where based on the people she's worked with and how things have come, did I say come down? How things have come on for the year in terms of the actors and different aspects. It's just like you have an award with different aspects, different categories, but she decided to have it for her movies. Back from the dead, welcome, Irabor. You were saying?
Yeah. I was, what were we even talking about again, Seth?
You were talking about if they decide to increase the subscription fees, they will lose their customers.
Yeah, I mean, except people are willing to pay. So it's either people are willing to pay or people will stop paying. Either way, it's a gamble that they have to take and figure out what happens if it goes otherwise. Simple. I like to see how these things unfold. I'm not really going to be judging it off the bat. I just want to see what they're going to do with it. You have more filmography, you have more power, you have more this. So how are you going to play it? Would you be wise about it, or would you be wielding your power in such a way that people can just say, you know what, we're going to the cinema, we don't care. And let there now be more independent filmmakers that want to come out and do great films. I feel the product gone needs to be what should sell. should what should sell it at the end of the day.
And honestly, like you said, in recent times, I reacted to somebody's Instagram story last night and I said, Hollywood seems to be out of stories to tell and it's milking it to the last, everything that has existed. And I said that in response to The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power Season 3. I'm like, give these things a break. So many things.
No,
there is
the
the Narnia movie.
The ecosystem is dead.
Yeah.
The ecosystem is dead.
But we need something fresh. We need something different. I know that it's working, but some things need fixing, even if it is working, because it's only a matter of time before you lose some of them. But what do I know? Okay, we're done. We don't have the time to start the Golden Globe nominations for today. Next week, we'll certainly talk a little bit about it. Hopefully, we're able to drag Oris in for that one. So, but did you have a chance to go through some of the nominations? It was you who was talking about the Tiana Taylor's movie last week, right? And how it was not so great. Right, Irabor?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the movie. I don't know why.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan of the movie. I don't know why it's getting recognition. I guess maybe there were limited movies. Yeah, so let's see, Sha. I'm rooting for Dwayne Johnson. I'm rooting for Jeremy Allen White. I'm rooting for Michael B. Jordan. I'm rooting for Oscar Isaac. I'm rooting for, quite a number of people. Well, I'm rooting for Chase Infinity. That girl is my newest crush. My God, that's a beautiful woman right there.
Crush
For one battle after
2001.
another. So she's the product of Leonardo DiCaprio and Tiana Taylor.
Okay, we are done. We'll talk about that in details next week. But thank you for being a part of the show today.
No. Our crush number is top 10. She's
What?
top 10 right now.
Who did she knock off?
Yeah. I don't know. She's top 10 right now.
All right, thank you, Irabor. Where do people catch you? On Instagram?
Instagram at Irabor Okosun 100. That's how I keep it.
And on other platforms?
Irabor Okosun 100.
Okay, Tayo on WhatsApp says, if that's the case, I'm doing Tayo Awards. Watch out. So I saw Bam Bam win 3 awards and I was like, what's going on? Irabor with so much crush, it's now powder. Ooh, nice one. Thank you. I mean, Tayo certainly has a way with words. Such beautiful vocabulary. All right, next week we'll be back again. God, keeping us all from 11 till 12 o'clock on Film Focus on Smooth 98.1. Well, before I go, there is this thing that I think I promised from last week. It was Otumba Yemigiwa who mentioned the passing of Damendra G, as he's fondly called. And all the 70s and the 80s kids, definitely, he was a part of their life if you were into Indian movies. And so he requested that I play something from Sholay. So yes, I said I would, and here it goes. Now, do remember that Casbah is coming up really shortly. That will be from 12 o'clock, and we'll be doing the Golden Oldies as always. But here is Damendra and Amitabh Bachchan with the song about friendship from Sholay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a lovely week and weekend.
No, Allah. Later.
Bye. Thank you for being on YouTube. And